Why did you leave your last job? Or alternatively, why do you want to leave? You will most likely be asked one of these questions in an interview. This video will discuss how to respond to each, the do and don'ts. If you are no longer working, you were most likely laid off as part of a broader restructure, were terminated for a cause, or resigned. When asked the reasons for leaving, you should not go into too much detail. This is a question where less is more is the answer. Just let them know the reason as to why you are no longer with your previous employer. If they want more information, they will ask follow-up questions. The more information you give, the more likely you are to raise red flags for the interviewer. If you voluntarily resigned from your last role, just explain what your reasoning was. You want to remain positive about your previous employer, and reflect on your time there well. Being genuinely complimentary of your previous employer will go some way to convince the interviewer as to your authenticity. If you were fired from your last role for performance reasons, a brief explanation is sufficient. However, avoid saying anything that may make it seem you don't have the competencies for the role they are currently trying to fill. Graciously demonstrate that you have accepted responsibility for it and have moved on. If you were laid off as part of a broader restructure, just explain that, simply and briefly. The reasons are often self-evident, you don't need to sell it twice. It is most important when answering this question, no matter the reason for leaving, that you do not criticize or complain about your previous employer or colleagues. Nobody wants to hear you complain about hours, schedules, culture, or remuneration. You could be 100% correct and able to argue your points well, but ultimately be seen as a red flag. If you cannot be positive, be silent. Please remember, the recruitment process is largely an elimination process, rather than a selection process. They will have multiple candidates that can do the job, don't give them cause to eliminate you. If you enjoyed this video, please take a moment to like and subscribe. Comment below your tips on how to leave a job graciously. Also, please pay it forward by sharing the video with others. Thank you for listening.